So now let's plug the controller, the flight controller, to Betaflight, and we plug it here where we did our connection. So as you can see here, it is 4.3.1, and I want to update it to the latest firmware, so we can hit here update and release candidate, choose a board, auto detect, and here the latest version is 4.4.2, full chip erase, and let's load the firmware and flash it. Now we hit connect, apply custom defaults because it's a new firmware, and we have some warnings which we will deal with them, but it's okay, they will disappear. Now we hit the calibrate accelerometer and reset axis, and we try to do this. Because the flight controller is orientated correctly, I mean forward, the drone behaves the same as we see it here, so it's okay. And we go to the port, we have the receiver at UART number 1, so we hit the serial RX, and at UART 6 we have the GPS, so we select the GPS here, and at UART 3 we have the DJI, but we will select a preset and we don't have to do it right now, so we hit save and reboot. And now we go to the configuration. We have 8 kHz as the PID loop frequency, which is good, EOS 7, and here arming at 180 degrees, so it will arm at a greater angle. If you select 25, it will, if it is like this on the ground, it will not arm. And here, this is the signal. If you lose it, the motor start beeping. And here we don't have LED stripe. The air mode permanently enable. I don't want this, I want to enable it myself with a button. And here the GPS, autobaud, use Galileo and U-blocks, and save and reboot. Okay, next we go to the receiver. Because we are using the ELRS receiver, we should select here a serial and here crossfire, because it's the same protocol as the ELRS receiver, and save and reboot. Now if we power the receiver,
welcome to HTX, switch warning, acro mode, turtle mode off.
Now we are connected to the receiver, and if we go to the receiver tab and try the throttle, it is working, the roll, it is working as intended, the yaw, it is working as well, and the pitch forward, it's working. So everything is working fine. Now we go to the mode tab, and here we define our main buttons, our main switches. First of all, we have to select the arming button. For me, it's this one. Now it is armed, and we have to move this slider to the dot that you see here. So it is activated when you switch the when you put the switch in this position and hit save. And here I have angle mode. This is the angle mode.
Angle mode.
So now here we should put this slider here, and I have the beeper. The beeper is here.
Buffer active. Buffer active.
So when I press, it should be in this position. And air mode, which is this one.
Air mode. Air mode.
In this position, the air mode is activated. One more thing is the flip over after crash, this one.
Turtle mode on. Turtle mode off.
This is turtle mode. This means that if the quad is upside down and you want to fly it to recover, you hit the turtle mode, the flip over after crash, and when you move the throttle or the roll, it will engage 2 motors instead of 4. But in our case, for this quad, it's not possible because you will damage the props and you will not be able to recover. With Cinewhoops, it's a very good idea to do this, but I will define it here since I use it with all my quads. So add range.
Turtle mode on.
Turtle mode on is this position right here. And if we hit hide and used, we have the 5 modes that I typically use. Beside those modes, I use with this the failsafe because we have GPS. This means that when you hit the failsafe, the drone will enter the failsafe and will do the steps that you define in the GPS in the failsafe tab in order to recover. So we will find the failsafe button. Failsafe, this one. And I want to use this one. This is the failsafe, which is in this position. And we hit save. We go to the motors tab and see here you have disabled the motor protocol, and we have to select D-shot in our case and select bidirectional D-shot, agree, and save and reboot. Here at the presets you see we have the WAV Tech 6 inch, 7 inch, and this is a preset that is good for 7-inch quad. I have this from Troncat FPV. Thank you man for this. And he is using this one, and his drone flies amazing. So we will choose this medium quality, 48 kilohertz plus ESC PWM settings. You have to go to the BL Heli to verify that it's what you have. In my case, I have 96, so this is okay. And pick. And another thing, the O3, you have the OSD. This means that you will see the data from, like, for example, the battery, which is very important in your goggles. Without this, it's very, very dangerous because you don't know when to land, and I don't fly without this. So we will hit this, and in our case, we have the DJI connected to UART number 3, and hit pick. And now save and reboot. It's applying the configurations. And now if we plug a battery, and now it's connected, if we hit the arming button, the drone will arm. And if we hit this button, which is the buzzer button, the drone will beep. So in this way you will know where the drone is in case of a crash. Here in the failsafe, one thing that I want to change is the stage 2 failsafe procedure. If we hit this procedure, then the drone will drop, and we don't need this to happen. We want the GPS rescue to kick in, and here is the parameters that we will the drone will do when this stage will kick in. And one thing that I learned from Troncat FPV, that he says that 6 satellites is enough for the GPS rescue to work. So we will hit save and reboot. And one thing more is to go to the OSD, and here I like to define some things. This is the warnings if you have low voltage or something, which is really good. The RSSI value, this is the value from the receiver. I like to put it somewhere here. And the battery voltage here. This is the total battery voltage. And I want the cell voltage, not the battery. Here is the battery average cell voltage. This is very useful because I normally land at 3.5 volts per cell, and I know it's easier to calculate. If you don't have this value, you have to know the exact voltage of the whole battery, so it's easier, but I like to keep them both. And the mode that we are using, the fly mode. This is the fly mode, angle or acro. And I like to put a timer so I know exactly how much I still have. This is the timer from when you switch the drone on, and hit save. So this is, guys, the basic setup for your drone to fly. Now it flies. So let's head outside and fly it and see how it behaves. I ended up removing the anti-spark thing here because I had many problems with it. I'm not sure if I had problem with it or with the cable from the S-bus, because the receiver, the ELRS receiver, was not connecting all the time. I mean, I had a nightmare with it, and I cut the cable, and I have now connection with the ELRS receiver. But I did this after removing the anti-spark thing from iFlight. So I'm not sure. You can test it out and see for yourself if it helps or it prevents you from flying. But now I don't have it and I want to test it out. So let's test it out here. Here is a really big field, and I think it's perfect for this kind of drone. This drone is really big. I mean, it's big. It's very big, and I can't wait to fly it. This is my first flight ever with it. So let's test it out with MEPS motors. Let's test it. So guys, it flies like a beast. I love how it flies. It flies different than a 5-inch. It has the power to fly very aggressive, but it flies very smooth. Very smooth. I really recommend these motors. So overall, I love this drone. It flies like a beast. It has a good range and it's a good. I need to change the battery or build a bigger battery or put 2 batteries in the same time. So thank you very much guys for watching. See you in the next build. Bye.